All right, I'm going to touch on emotions here. Elliot covered most of it, he did amazing, and spoke about the proper application, how emotions are used incorrectly or correctly. I'm going to touch a little bit more on emotional baggage. Okay, who's got baggage, right? Everyone, we've all got it to a varying degree, right? So as human beings, we are all an energy, we're all a vibration, and our emotions all have that vibration as well. If you have a look at this scale and focus on the left-hand side there, you'll see a list of our emotions, all the negative emotions in the yellow, all the positive emotions in the blue. As human beings, every single one of us in our own way are trying to feel those higher states. We want to feel love, we want to feel joy, we want to feel peace, we want to feel connected. And we're going about life just trying to access those states. Then what happens, we go through life, right? We go through life and life happens, experiences happen, and we start to accumulate those emotions at the bottom of the scale. As Elliot touched on, our emotions are data. They're feedback. So guilt's like that tap on the shoulder that says, oi, you've just done something outside of your personal standards, then we're meant to let guilt go once we've got the lesson. But we don't. We hold on to that son of a bitch for weeks and months and years. And we do that with the other negative emotions as well. We do it with guilt, shame, anger, fear, sadness, hurt. And we get heavier and heavier and heavier because we're accumulating this energy. And emotions are an energy, they're physical, right? You'll know if you feel like fear in the stomach or sadness in the heart or anger in the hands, very physical thing. And when we go through life and start accumulating the negative, we don't process them, we don't handle them in the moment, we suppress, we project, we escape from, we get heavier and heavier and heavier. And it gets harder for us to feel those higher states, if at all, because we're stuck down the bottom of this scale. That's when we see coping mechanisms coming into play. And coping mechanisms take many different forms. Addiction to drugs, alcohol, gambling, work, sex, food, internet. The list goes on. We'll find what works for us. Everyone's got their own little vice, right? To a varying degree. When we find that coping mechanism that works for us, it's our solution to our emotional pain. It's a solution to our emotional baggage. Because for a short amount of time, and it's very temporary, we get to cover up that yellow side. We get to numb that out and distract ourselves. And we get a taste of those higher states. We get to feel a bit of peace, more energy, a bit of love. Okay, so no wonder people go back to these coping mechanisms. But obviously it's short term, because as soon as we stop the behaviour, whatever that behaviour is, we come crashing back down to the level of our suppressed baggage, our suppressed emotions. So the actual releasing of some heavy stuff from our past is a little bit too much to go into today. But what I want to give you is a really cool tool and exercise so we don't accumulate any more baggage. Who likes the sound of that? No more baggage, right? Awesome.